Guys, this is Resist Control. Today is Thursday, February 13th of 2020, and this is gonna be my first video of 2020. And I just want to talk to you guys about the story of Osiris and the story of Jesus Christ, and how these two figures are nothing but the same story, or the same allegoric story of these two figures that to me never existed. And for anyone who's awake, they should know that these people never existed. And I'm just gonna show you the similitudes between those two, and how they have been coding three numbers that should be pretty familiar to anyone who follows or who knows anything about Gematria and the Kabbalah, how they operate. Anyways, I'm gonna read the introduction to who Osiris is. It says, Osiris is the Egyptian lord of the underworld and judge of the dead, brother husband to Isis, and one of the most important gods of ancient Egypt. For those who don't know, Osiris, he died to become immortal and then come back as judge of the dead, as you guys saw it right there. Let me see if I can find the other part that I was trying to show you guys. I want you to read this part with me. It says, to the ancient Egyptians, Osiris' resurrection after being slain by his evil brother Seth represents the new beginning for good after he has defeated evil. To them, the tale was symbolized by the sun going into the world of the dead each night and being reborn with each new day. You know, another thing that should be pretty familiar to people who are Christian, Jesus Christ died to become immortal and then come back as judge of the dead, just like Osiris. But not only that, it is said that he died to defeat evil, just like Osiris did. And if that is not enough for people who are Christian, I want to show you this other part over here. It says over here, he tears Osiris' body into 14 parts, sometimes 42 parts, one for each district in Egypt, and discarded the parts throughout the realm. The story is, what this part is trying to say is that Seth cut into 14 pieces, cut Osiris into 14 pieces, like you saw over here, sometimes 42 pieces, and he just discarded them throughout the realm or throughout the kingdom. This number is pretty significant. Both of these numbers are pretty significant, and this should be super familiar to the people who are Christian and to people who know anything about the Bible. And as I have it over here, I have the 42 generations to Christ, which is in Matthew 1:17. And let's read it together. It says, so all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David until carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations. And from the carrying away into Babylon unto Christ are 14 generations, in total of 42 generations. In total of 42. So as you guys saw, there's three groups of 14 to reach the 42 generations to Jesus. As you have it over here, 14 times 3 equals 42. Remember, it says that over here, it is said that Osiris was cut into 14 pieces, sometimes 42 pieces. It's not a coincidence that putting those two numbers together. It's just to laugh on your face for the people who are Christian and to people who believe this whole story is a true thing. Like I said, it's nothing but an allegoric story. Now, I want you guys to go with me to gematrinator.com and type the word death. As you guys saw, both of these figures, just like Osiris and Jesus, both of them are judge of the dead. Dead being a keyword over here. As you can see, the word dead in the two main ciphers, in two of them on the main ciphers over here, the word dead equals 14. And you guys saw 14 times 3 equals 42. The judge of the dead, Osiris, was cut into 14 pieces, and the judge of the dead, Jesus, has groups of 14 to reach the 42nd generations to Christ, just like the 14 pieces, the 42 pieces that he said that Osiris was cut into. And there's a saying that 42 is the answer to life, the answer to all things. And if you ask me, what is the purpose of life? As a fact, all life ends with death. So the answer to life will be death. And I think that's why they say that that's the answer to life. The 42 is the answer to life. 14 times 3 equals 42, just like how Jesus died and resurrected in 3 days to become immortal. the connection should be pretty clear. But now I want you to follow me on this one, because if we write the word 42 and gematria equals 142, a number that should be pretty special to people who don't know anything about Freemasonry. I think it's Freemasonry. I think it's a Freemasonry or Freemason. Don't remember. I don't remember. Anyways, the word 42, I'm gonna put it over here, equals 142. Again, 42, special number, a number has been coded into black folks all the time. A number has been coded into death. So if 14 times 3 equals 42, 14 being the key number in one of the most popular stories, not the most significant stories for thousands of people, 42, that number that is coded into black folks, like I said, and 42 in gematria was like 142. What would happen if we divide 142 divided on 3? What would happen if we divided on 3? And I want you to see this. 142 divided in 3 equals 47, 33, 3, and it goes on for 333. As you guys can see, I found the two numbers that are the two of the most special numbers to the elite, which are 47 and 33. To me, this is not a coincidence. I think this is part of the riddle why the elite worship these two numbers so bad, 47 and 33, and why 42, it's the other part of the puzzle that we might be missing, and how 14 is the other number that should be part of this riddle. Anyways, I hope I made myself clear. I hope you guys understood this. Also, check this out, how 142 equals 74, cross 74, Jesus 74, and all those things that are connect Jesus and 74. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it on that. I hope I made myself clear, and till next time, resist